Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another Steel Donut video. Today, we're going to be reading a story that I'm familiar with, and I'm familiar with the universe. With me, I have Connor.
Yep.
And Matt.
Hi, I'm Matt.
And this story is called Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning, The Reckoning, Story of a Child Prequel Childhood Attack.
Yep.
You might notice what we noticed at first that made us click on the story. I mean, technically, the story's title is The Reckoning, Story of a Child's Prequel Childhood Attack.
But it's
for
Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning, so it's Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning, The Reckoning, Story of a Child Prequel Childhood Attack.
Yeah.
It's such a good title!
Yeah. And before we get any further, I just want to say, Awesome Merc, writer of this story, has not written Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning, The Reckoning, Story of a Child Prequel, Childhood, Post-Attack, recovery.
Or Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning, The Reckoning, Story of a Child Prequel, Childhood Attack 2.
Well, no, that would be Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning, The Reckoning, Story of a Child, not prequel. Just main thing.
Yeah.
One, childhood,
post-childhood attack.
Post-childhood attack.
We're living in a post-childhood attack world here.
Shall we? Well, we're about to live in a post, but you guys still live in a pre. Yeah. Whatever. Shall we move on to the story?
Oh, let's get through the description. This is the story of Alex, an orphan kid living outside a major trading city. Although his life as an orphan is about to be turned upside down by his wacky parent. Although his life as an orphan is about to be turned upside down when him and his friends are attacked. Although what? Although that, then what's the contrast?
Although he lives outside a major trading city, his life as an orphan is about to be turned upside down.
That's not a contrast!
Okay, whatever.
Alright, the subtitle for this story...
Yeah, let's move on to the story.
Okay, full title and subtitle. Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning, the Reckoning, Story of a Childhood, Prequel, Childhood Attack, Prequel, Childhood Attack.
Yeah, the story starts Prequel, Childhood Attack.
Alright,
Martha.
Oh, that's Martha. Wake up, you little brat!
Came a screeching noise from down the hall. I get out of bed and stretch until I hear...
Move your arse before I tan your hide.
And that's when I remember my life as an orphan.
I had forgotten it up to this point, but now I remember.
I'm an orphan! Oh shit, I'm an orphan!
That's right.
Oh man, hey mom, dad! Oh no, they're dead!
The best moment of my day is waking up, and the worst moment of my day is
5
seconds after waking up.
Yeah.
Alright. And that's when I remember my life as an orphan, living outside the large trading city of Amalur.
By the way, Matt, you haven't played Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning, right?
I have not, no. Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning, Story of a Childhood Prequel. No, I have not played this.
No, it's Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning, The Reckoning, Story of a Child.
No, we're just talking about Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning here.
Right, the game. And Amalur sounds familiar. It's been a while since I've played, but Amalur sounds familiar, but the rest of the story sounds totally unfamiliar.
Okay.
Well, not totally, but mostly unfamiliar.
Gotcha.
When I notice that everyone else is out of bed, I rush to the dresser to swiftly get on my clothes before I'm beaten with the infamous leather whip. I dash out of the room into the living room to see Martha, an ancient evil woman that will ruthlessly beat any child if they disobey any of the rules.
I like to imagine that Martha's walking around in the street and she sees like a kid step onto grass that says "Do not walk," and she just pulls out a whip, beats some other person's kid.
You stepped on a crack, didn't ya?
You son of a bitch!
Your mother's back is broken now.
She cries out in a crow-like voice.
Crow! Crow! Wait. Oh, those are words. It's a crow-like voice. You're late. You're late. You worthless waste of space.
I stand there and stare at her, absorbing all of the things she says and immediately ignores it.
Good job. Good job.
Wait, so she ignores it?
Whatever. After being yelled and hissed at by that evil witch, I go outside to clean up the porch and pick the food at the garden.
Pick the food at the garden.
Pick the food at the garden.
Go.
She's hissing at him.
After cleaning the porch with ease, I head straight to the garden to get the food.
The food.
When I get... Sorry.
One food. Keep going.
When I get there, all of my friends are there. Jake, a short and ambitious blonde boy. Veronica, a tall, smart brunette girl. Brunette girl. Kale, a tan, tall, and rather muscular boy from a foreign nation. And Elizabeth, a beautiful brunette that I have a crush on.
Can I just say, Kale? We don't appreciate your
I say, well, you guys got this chorta.
Short to what? I don't even know what that sentence would mean if you gave us a verb to finish it off. Well, you guys got this chore to...
Jake replies in a jokingly manner.
Good use of adverbs.
His finger fell off the screen.
Yeah. Jake replies in a jokingly manner.
Yeah. Sorry. No, we're here on our spare time.
Everyone gives out a short chuckle in response. Ha! And then he adds on,
I can't wait until we all turn 16.
They're about to get their sweet 16s, I guess.
And he was 3 days away from retirement.
Yep.
Veronica quickly reminds him,
Veronica?
we just have to wait 4 years.
Wow.
So they're 12?
I can't.
So they're 12, yeah.
I can't wait until I get contacted by AARP. It's gonna take a while, but
Yeah. I can't wait the next 40 years.
This instantly crushes the excited boy's happiness and determination in an instant. I remind them that there is work to be done before Veronica and Jake argue with each other again, which they do a lot.
Okay.
They all nod and get back to work. 2 hours later, we are all finished. Kale says,
Well, we're done with our chores and have 2 hours to kill. Want to go by the large oak tree and relax?
so you do have, like, free time. You have a ton of free time.
Yeah, you guys
You
are...
have 2 hours.
All you had to do was clean the porch.
Martha might be, like, ruthless and controlling, but she gives you all the time in the world.
Right. I mean, granted, abusing a child's not a you know, shouldn't ever happen.
Especially, you know, just
Get
randomly
back to
abusing
your
children on
chores!
the-
Now be back here by 5 for dinner.
Yeah. Get out there and do some work. But once you're done, you're free to go fuck around for the next, 48 hours.
Okay. Everyone nods in agreement. The group heads to the tree, but Elizabeth and I fall behind to talk. Well, Elizabeth, I have something to ask.
Space.
Ellipsis. Elizabeth looks at me in a mixture of feelings.
Does her feelings mix to be a porridge in her heart?
Yeah. She starts to have a red tomato shy.
Yeah.
We've been fond of each other ever since we both got here when we were 10, and I was wondering when we get out of here, will you marry me? They're 12.
Well, whenever I was 12,
I guess
there was
when
this
he's...
one girl I wanted to marry. I mean, I was 12.
I guess it's possible.
Hey, man,
you could make the argument that they were immature enough to think that this was a
If
realistic
you don't
thing.
know in the first month, you won't know for the rest of your life.
True fact.
Exactly.
True fact.
True fact.
FAK fact.
Alright. Elizabeth looks at me with bewilderment and excitement.
Yes!
Then she becomes sad and asks,
Will we have to wait, though?
I reply confidently, I have a plan. Don't worry, all 5 of us will be gone.
And they'll all be dead.
I don't even know.
They'll be gone.
His plan is to get them all killed so that...
When do you turn an adult? Because that's when you're
Apparently
technically
16.
kicked out of the... Well, that's when you technically leave the orphanage. Whatever. I look at her with a smirk on my face, and Elizabeth replies with a kiss. Veronica yells out, Come on, lovers, before we forget about you.
Ho-ho! Got him.
Wait, what?
Really
Yeah.
fucking good joke.
Oh, I get it. Sorry, it took me
Do
a second.
you?
I'm slow today. No, I don't get it. But
Elizabeth and I both rush towards them. You son of a bitch! And we all just sit there. We all talked and enjoyed our time.
they
until
rushed
we
over there to sit.
Yeah.
Hey guys, we're gonna
Come on,
sit
let's go
without
sit.
you.
We all talked and enjoyed our time until we hear the dinner bell. We all moan and mutter curses in response.
I
Damn
hate
it,
eating.
we're being fed.
Fuck food. Ugh.
Oh, I just want
Oh,
to sit here.
Back to our daily lives in slavery.
Yes, slavery. If we get up on time, we don't get beaten, and also we have free time all day.
All of the kids are there. While in line, I ask another kid, "What is there to eat?" He replies, saying,
Same as usual, bread with a ham and vegetables. I don't know why that looks
Vegetable.
weird to me. Vegetable soup.
Vegetable.
I think, same as usual, wish she'd choose something else, although I can't argue dinner is the only other time everyone can talk and enjoy the hour before bed.
What about the hour you guys just spent talking?
Yeah, the 2 hours you guys spent talking, and like you were all working on chores together. You could have talked then.
You were talking then.
After finishing my food and 30 minutes to spare, I go outside.
You finished 30 minutes to spare.
Yeah, I go outside to see Elizabeth there as well. I stare at her beauty as she stares at the stars.
I stare at her beauty as she stares at the stars, which stare at Kale, who's staring in, you know, he's staring at
to a line
staring
staring
each
at
other in a
Elizabeth's
big
rack.
loop.
Her banging 12-year-old double D's.
Oh god.
Her chocolate hair flowing in the wind and her dark violet eyes shining from the moonlight.
What?
I stand there, stunned by the beauty that's in front of me.
I'd be stunned if somebody was growing chocolate out of their head. Speaking of which, chocolate hair sounds really tasty.
Yeah. She turns and says,
Well, nice to know you like what you're looking at.
Oh man, she's really good
flirt.
She's really good at flirting for a 12-year-old.
yeah. I flinch back to reality.
Oh, there goes gravity. Oh.
And blush a little. Yeah, just,
Why is he awkward? He asked her to marry him earlier.
She chuckled.
Oh my god, she knows I have a crush on her, even though I asked her to marry me.
She chuckles a little and replies,
Come stand beside me if you want to.
If you want to what?
I don't know what.
probably like, oh, come stand beside me if you want to.
That's
If you
not
want to
grammatically
die.
correct.
I know. I nod and move towards her. She tells me,
You know, this place isn't bad, you know.
Agreed.
That's a great
It really isn't that bad. But by the way, so the viewers know, in case it's not clear, this is a huge block of text. We're having a lot of
we
trouble.
literally have our finger, like, on the screen.
I have my finger. I'm trying to keep my place.
Yeah, they have not paragraph spaced, I think, anything so far, except the author's note.
Yeah.
I look at her in confusion. She explains.
If it wasn't for this place, we wouldn't have met each other.
Okay, that's not the reason why it's not so bad.
I kind of stand there noticing that it's true. If it wasn't for this place, none of us would have met and become friends.
No fucking shit.
Elizabeth continues.
Also, all the lands are at war. The human kingdom of Amalur.
Is Gnomish.
Oh, sorry, I lost my place. The gnomish lands of Altrasa?
Altrasa, yeah.
I don't know. The elvish nation of Isa, the Fae of the Fae of the Eastern Fae lands.
That's just exposition from the game.
Thanks, Elizabeth.
Yeah. Wow, she's really, really worldly for a 12-year-old. She's flirting with people. She knows about
How does she know
war.
everyone's at war if they live in, like, you know, slavery or whatever? How does she know what's going on outside?
Because she gets the newspaper.
Well, this small nation of Matrasa is a land of great cultural diversity, economic and military.
Seriously, what is she talking? She's 12. She should just go become the. She should go become the attorney general, or like the. She should just go to the UN as a representative from Matrosa, because she clearly knows what's going on quite well.
Yeah.
Economic and military power and diplomacy. We are at war with no one so far.
And that is my 6th grade geography paper. This is Martha. No, okay.
You stupid piece of shit!
This comforted me because it was true.
If it weren't true, No comfort.
We, despite being small, are one of the most powerful nations on the continent. That, and we are a pleasant and kind nation.
Oh, the other one
Can
sucked
a nation
dick.
really be, like, pleasant and kind as a nation?
I don't know. I can imagine a nation being pleasant. I can't imagine a nation being kind. Except the Colbert Nation.
They both stand there and stare at the stars together until I hear something.
Who the hell else is there? Oh, Kale. He was looking at her titties.
Oh, yeah.
He leaned forward and said, "Nice titties." He's smooth.
I look at the forest to see a terrifying sight. Fae, or specifically the Tuatha. I stand there and yell, Fae!
Or specifically, the Tuatha.
The Tuatha is a faction.
Okay.
of
I
the
know.
Fae.
Elizabeth looks at them as well. We run into the room warning everyone about the dangers that are
What room?
coming.
Okay, this is my bad. I read, instead of dangers, I read dragons. And I was like, what dragon? Okay, continue.
Everyone panics, but Martha yells,
Calm down, everyone!
all of the kids...
Who's saying this?
No, ending quote. All of the kids stop in their tracks.
Oh.
Beginning quote.
Follow me, we're going to the basement.
Everyone, including me, was surprised since she never lets anyone else down in the basement.
What
Well,
did
I mean,
she
you
do
are
in the
under
basement?
attack.
That's her meth, that's her meth
They're
lab.
about to find out. We all race to the basement in hopes of surviving. When we get there, we are surprised at what we see. Weapons from swords.
Whoa,
Great
what,
swords.
from swords?
I'm just gonna go ahead and say this. I find it really funny he's talking about how great his life is, and then he immediately
gets attacked. Yeah.
He's like, our nation is the best nation around, and gets attacked.
Again, he was 3 days from retirement, you know, and I'm just remembering my last summer vacation in swords. You know,
Yeah.
there were great
Swords
weapons there. You know, it was fantastic.
Weapons from swords, great swords, battle hammers, daggers,
Battle axes, war hammers, not battle hammers.
etc. Also with various armors as well.
Oh, look, a bunch of armors.
She
Along
motioned
with
us.
various armors. as
She
well.
motioned us to keep low and to keep quiet.
Oh, keep quiet. What?
I had no idea how she was so calm,
I had no idea how to keep quiet.
while everyone else was petrified with fear.
Well, I guess that keeps them quiet.
Yeah.
We all sat there, waiting, listening to the heavy thumps and knocks while the Fae were looking for any living thing that isn't one of them. One of the Fae says to another, which I'm guessing is the commander.
No sign of anyone, sir.
Next thing I hear is a slash, then a thump. Blood began to drip onto my face.
What? Wait, isn't he where is he? He's under.
Our
He's
boys
directly
in the
under-
He's just in
underneath
the
them.
basement.
No,
He's just-
he's underneath them, like literally underneath them. They're stepping on him right now.
Well, I mean, he's in the basement and they're walking around. So I guess he slashes the dude, and then blood
drips.
just
Didn't you
rushes
ever
through
watch-
the floor
Didn't you ever
into
watch
his face.
Hellraiser?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, you're right.
The commander, or I believed to be,
Or I believe to be what?
yells out in a firm and strong voice.
There are people here. Find them and kill them.
This didn't
That
help.
doesn't sound anything like the Tuatha. I don't know why I'm doing
This
voice.
didn't help any of us at all. Kids began to shake.
Oh man,
and
I was
sweat.
really hoping the blood from the ceiling and the guys coming to kill us would help us, but unfortunately, didn't help us at all.
This didn't help any of us at all. Kids began to shake and sweat, and others began to cry and weep.
They began to Harlem shake and sweat.
Oh man, they're sweating. That's nasty. Oh.
Kids began to scream and shout
And let it all out.
They said, "Oh, we oh, we oh, we oh." The Fae heard this and began to search every crook and place of the house. Martha quickly tried to calm everyone down.
They didn't search the basement?
Nope.
Sadly, while she was doing this, the Fae found how to get into the basement.
The door!
They were trying the whole time.
They were trying different orientations of the doorknob, and then they realized, aha, you turn it.
Yeah. They tried to, move it up.
They
and
tried to
down.
move it up and down, left and right.
Yeah. Once they did, all children nearest to the door were slaughtered instantly.
Good God!
They opened. Wait, so they
They
figured out where the door is.
The door open,
And it just-
slaughtering kids.
Yeah, just kids. Just
So,
smashed
let me get this
through
straight.
them all.
They kicked open the door and the kids just got slaughtered? That's
Yeah,
what happened?
But, yeah.
Instantly.
Instantly. So they just kicked open the door, and I guess it just hit them, like, the kids, and it
No,
flashed.
the door doesn't even hit them. The second the door cracks a little bit, all the kids are dead.
Okay. Their blood covered the walls and floor, along with their bodies sent flying like
Jesus
ragdolls.
Christ! Is this necessary?
The kids, along with me, started to panic.
No, they started to die.
I like how he said along with me, like he was panicking first, and they joined in. They're like, let's panic.
He's like, ah! They're like, what are you panicking about?
Okay. Started to panic, but I noticed that when the Fae went for Martha, she disarmed them and sliced off their heads.
Good going, Martha. You do it.
She then yelled,
Are we supposed to be on her side now? Because she was beating them earlier.
Well, she did give them really nice breaks. I
She
don't know.
only
I was
hurt-
kind
she
of on
only
her
hurts
side
them
the whole
'cause she loves
time.
them.
Right, yeah. Daddy doesn't want to do this. Quick, get out of here.
Afterwards, all of us ran through the secondary entrance near the garden.
What? There's a second entrance?
And they didn't
How come they
check
didn't
that?
come in that way?
When we got out, it was like seeing cockroaches running from light.
What?
As we scattered, the Fae took notice and chased after us.
Wait, you scattered the Fae?
Yeah, it's scared to pay.
Yeah, like the kids just run up to them and they're going, ah! And
Scattered
just
the
running
Fae is
away.
another band.
Yeah, scattered the Fae. That sounds like an awesome band.
It was a horrible sight. Kids being cut down with arrows and
Jesus
others being
Christ.
disintegrated by their magic.
By the
Okay,
kids'
alright.
magic.
Kid tries to summon a fireball and he just burns out.
I got a question.
Oh my god, I'm on fire! Oh fuck, we have lost our place. Okay.
Ugh.
I looked to my right to see Jake running with all of his might. Next thing I know, an arrow goes right through his throat and he immediately drops, gurgling on his own blood.
Jesus.
Good to see
Jake!
you.
Oh my god, he was only like
At least he's not
he was only
gurgling on
like
someone
12
else's
years old.
blood.
My god.
Yeah.
He was 3 days from retirement.
Yeah.
Actually, he was 4 years from
He
retirement.
was 4 years.
He had 25% of his life to go. Or another 33%, I guess, whatever. You know what I'm saying. Next thing I know... Wait.
No.
This encouraged me to run faster, to not end up like him.
I totally was. I was just jogging, and then I was like, "Oh shit, people are dying."
Kale
Oh man, there
runs
goes
in,
Jake, man. I better pick up the pace a little bit.
Yeah.
Kale runs in front of me, running as hard as I am.
No, he's running harder. He ran in front of you.
Soon,
If Usain Bolt runs past you, it's not that he's running as hard as you are. He's running way harder.
Soon he's turned into ash by one of the Fae I keep running, despite my legs feeling like 1,000 Ibs weights and as if a bear is on my chest.
What?
What are Ibs weights?
That's
Means
not-
nothing. Means nothing.
I see a small hole in the ground and take cover in it. Veronica is caught by 2 of the Fae. I lay there and watch them cut her to pieces while she cries.
Why? Oh god, please.
Dark.
I lay there filled with nothing but fear. After I get my stamina back, I go back to running, but in the
Wait,
He
why
waits for
didn't
his
they
stamina
get
to
him?
recharge.
I go back to running, but in the opposite direction.
What?
For all
Why?
the Fae have passed.
Because all the
They passed over you?
He goes back to the orphanage.
Yeah, he's gonna go back and get a second helping of that soup.
Yeah, he's gonna take some.
good
He's
shit,
gonna
man.
take some for the road.
Yeah.
All right. On my way, I see something that makes my heart stop dead in its tracks. Not your feet.
Was your heart moving before?
You see it, your heart just stops, and you fall over dead.
Yeah. That's Fae magic is horrible, man.
Yeah. Elizabeth, laying there with arrows all through her body.
Oh, surprise! How did I not see this coming?
I shuffle towards her. With
Do the
fear.
I do the 5-knuckle shuffle towards her.
I shuffle towards her with fear, sadness, and anger taking over my heart. I kneel down. I kneel down
He
next to
doesn't
her
kneel, he knells.
to see fear in her once beautiful violet eyes and her nimble, elegant body torn and pierced.
1, she's 12. She doesn't have a nimble, elegant body. 2, wasn't she riddled with arrows? Why is she still fearful? She should be dead.
I feel something wet and warm rolling down my
Leg.
cheek.
I feel something warm and wet rolling down my leg.
Yeah. I soon notice that it's a tear strolling down my face.
You didn't know it was a tear before? Like, oh, there's something wet and warm going down my face. I went over, oh, it's tears! Oh, man, I'm crying. How did I
And
not
it's
notice
just having
this?
a jolly time, just
Yeah.
taking a stroll down his face.
I stand there and weep over her body,
Oh, blue, blue, blue.
with nothing but a burning house and dead bodies as my companions.
Hey, bro, you're looking pretty dead over there. Yeah, I am.
You're looking like you're on fire, house.
Bro, I'm on fire, man. I'm burning down the house.
Oh shit, that sucks, dude.
I soon felt my eyes get heavy due to my tiredness.
No, your eyelids should get heavy. If your eyes are getting heavy, they're gonna fall out of your fucking skull.
But before I feel asleep, I see a familiar figure walk towards we and pick me up.
That's the royal we.
Yeah. Familiar figure, remember that, because before I can tell who it is, I fall to sleep after witnessing this horrific event.
I'll say it was horrific.
And I thought it was only the original Metal Gear that had I Feel Asleep, but nope.
Nope.
Nope,
Well-
we had to include, maybe it's a reference. I don't know.
No, I don't think it's a reference. I think it's just, a really interesting stylistic choice. Well, I can tell you right now, as somebody who played Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning, and have now read Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning, the Reckoning Story of a Childhood Attack, I can tell you that the familiar figure in Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning, the Reckoning Story of a Childhood Attack, is totally unfamiliar to me because there's not a second chapter.
No.
I have no fucking idea who that's supposed to be.
No.
I wonder if it's supposed to be Martha.
Better be.
Better be.
Martha walks out of the burning
Redeem
blaze.
Martha's
You
character,
hear-
I guess.
You hear a Disturbed song playing.
Yeah.
I like how we thought it was the same one.
here.
So, that was Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning, the Reckoning Story of a Child prequel, Childhood Attack.
I can't wait to hear. I can't wait for him to release Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning, the story of a child, not prequel, childhood post-attack.
Or he could do Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning, the Reckoning Story of a Child prequel, Childhood Attack Part 2.
Yeah, part 2. Or just really Chapter 2 of Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning, the Reckoning Story of a Child prequel, childhood attack.
Wait.
And the second chapter would be called Prequel Childhood Attack Part 2.
Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning, the Reckoning Story of a Child prequel, Childhood Attack Part 2, Childhood After the Attack.
Yeah. Aftermath.
Aftermath of the attack.
Childhood aftermath.
Still done it.
We lived in a post-childhood attack, man.
Now you're living in a post-childhood attack.
Can I just say
Still
post-childhood attack sounds like a great band name?
Steel Donut signing off.
Yeah. Blazing out.